let's just be real for a second. You clicked on this for a reason. You're tired. I mean, really tired. Tired of that sinking feeling in your stomach every time you think about your bank account. Tired of living for that next paycheck, just hoping it stretches far enough. Well, today, we're not just talking about little money saving tips. We're talking about a permanent fix, a full system reboot. So let's get into it. I want you to really read that. Let it sink in. See, this isn't about blaming you. Not at all. It's about showing you the invisible cage you've been living in. You've been following a script that was handed to you, a script that was practically written to guarantee you stay stuck. But guess what? Today, we're tearing that script to shreds. So what does this cycle actually feel like in your day-to-day life? Because it's not just about an empty bank account, is it? No, it's a series of emotional traps, these stressful loops that feel absolutely impossible to break out of. Let's break down the symptoms. I have a feeling a few of these are going to hit a little too close to home. This is the classic. That constant state of survival where your entire salary is basically spent before it even hits your account. You're making just enough money to survive, but you're never, ever making enough to actually get ahead. It's what some people call being comfortably broke. You're not starving, but you're not building anything either. It's a really dangerous loop that just quietly kills your progress. You know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you? That feeling. You need to check your balance, but you kind of hold your breath. You swipe open the app hoping for the best, but deep down you're expecting the worst. That little number on the screen has the power to dictate your entire mood for the rest of the day. It's this constant source of stress, a daily reminder that you're walking on a financial tightrope. Robert Kiyosaki talks about this. When you say the words, "I can't afford it," your brain just shuts down. It's an escape route. It lets you off the hook from having to think. But it becomes a habit, a label you literally put on yourself. It reinforces this mindset of scarcity, and it slams the door on finding creative solutions, keeping you trapped in this tiny world defined only by what you can't do. Okay, so those are the symptoms. We get it. But what's the actual disease? Why is it that even when you get a raise or you try to budget, you somehow end up right back in the exact same spot? Well, it's because you've been focused on patching the leaks, not fixing the broken pipe. You've been treating the symptoms, not the root causes. These right here, these are the real puppet masters pulling the strings. First up, you've got your money script. That's a term from financial psychologist Layla Hormozi. It's the subconscious rulebook about money that was written when you were a kid, just by watching how your parents dealt with it. Then, you were given absolutely zero real financial education in school. You were taught one thing: trade your precious time for a paycheck, with no exit strategy. And every single time you make more money, your lifestyle just inflates to eat it all up. You're probably terrified of investing because it feels like a casino. And maybe the biggest one of all, you are surrounded by people with the exact same broke mindset. This right here, this is the moment everything can change for you. You have to stop waiting for a hero. Stop waiting to win the lottery or for some magical thing to happen that will fix your life. The power is already in your hands. You just need a blueprint. You need to know how to use it. And that, my friend, starts with a clear, actionable plan. And listen, here's what might just blow your mind. Being broke has almost nothing to do with how much money you make. Get this, 1 out of every 3 households in the US earning $150,000 a year is still broke, living paycheck to paycheck. The problem isn't your income, it's the system you're running. Real quick, if this is already making things click for you, do me a favor. Subscribe to Vantage Wealth so you don't miss the next video that could change your financial life. Smash that like button. It literally costs you nothing, but helps this reach someone else who's stuck right now. And drop a comment below telling me your biggest money struggle. I read every single one, and I might make a whole video just for you. Also, I put together a free template that breaks all of this down step by step. The link is in the description. Go grab it. All right, let's keep going. Okay, so our plan starts with financial first aid. Think of it like this. Before you can even think about building a skyscraper, you have to stop the ground from shaking beneath your feet. Right now, money is slipping through your fingers, and our first job is to find every single leak and plug it immediately. Look, I know this is the scary part. Most people will avoid this step for years, sometimes their whole lives. But you cannot fix a problem you refuse to look at. It's time to conduct a personal financial audit. Get it all out in the open. Every credit card, every student loan, every single bill. It might look ugly at first, but clarity is the first step toward control. This number right here is exactly why facing your finances is so critical. This is what I call the broke tax, because being poor is expensive. This is the typical annualized percentage rate on a payday loan, 391%. The system is literally designed to squeeze the most value out of people who have the fewest resources.
When you're not paying attention, you're paying a massive penalty.
So the next move is to find these silent killers. We're talking about late fees, overdraft charges, that gym membership you haven't touched in 6 months. And as Ayman Ghazi warns, credit card debt is one of the main ways they keep you enslaved. It is a mathematical trap designed for you to lose. Pay it off as fast as you possibly can. We have to stop the bleeding. Okay, now that we've stopped the damage, we get to shift from playing defense to playing offense. This is where we stop just surviving and we start actually building the machine that's going to create wealth for you. This is how you finally get ahead of the game. Your very first move on offense is building a safety net. An emergency fund isn't about getting rich, it's life insurance for your sanity, so one flat tire doesn't ruin your whole year. Then you automate. The government takes their taxes automatically, right? They know if they wait, you won't have it. You need to treat yourself the same way. Pay yourself first means the very first bill you pay each month is to your future self, automatically transferred to savings or investments. Non-negotiable. All right, I need you to lean in for this one because this might be the most important slide in this entire explainer. Robert Kiyosaki's definitions are just brilliantly simple. If it causes cash to flow into your pocket, it's an asset. If it causes cash to flow out of your pocket, it's a liability. Your entire goal from this day forward is to use your money to acquire more assets. That's it. That's the whole game. Let's make this super concrete. Myron Golden tells a story about a book he wrote back in 2006. That book is an asset that still pays him every single month, to this day. That is an asset. Your car payment, that's a liability. Stocks that pay you dividends, asset. That brand new phone you financed, big liability. See the difference? The rich spend their lives buying assets. The poor and middle class spend their lives buying liabilities that they think are assets. And this right here, this is the fundamental shift in your brain that has to happen. When you get $1, what's the very first question you ask? The poor mindset asks, what bill can I pay with this? Or what cool thing can I buy? The rich mindset asks a totally different question. How can I use this dollar to go get more dollars? How do I turn this into an asset that produces even more money for me? That single question changes everything. Once your foundation is solid, it's time to expand your capacity to earn. As Iman Ghazi points out, it is far, far easier to become a millionaire by increasing your income than by trying to save your way there on a small salary. Learn skills the market pays a premium for. Start a simple, boring business. Think power washing driveways or cleaning pools, not inventing the next Facebook. Your income is your engine. It's time to make it bigger and more powerful. All right, now we're at the final phase. We've stopped the bleeding, we've built the engine, and now we put it all on autopilot to achieve true, lasting freedom. This is where you finally get your time back. And trust me, this is where the game gets really, really fun. Now, this might be the most controversial piece of advice in this entire thing, but it's also one of the most critical. Natalie Dawson is so direct for a reason. Your energy, your focus, it's finite. The people you surround yourself with will either lift you up to their level or they will drag you down to theirs. You simply cannot afford to have your dreams shot down every day by people who don't share your vision for the future. So how do you actually do that? You have to curate your inputs like your life depends on it, because it does. Unfollow the complainers on social media and follow the creators and builders. Pay attention to how wealthy people talk. They talk about opportunities, not problems. Immerse yourself in the language and the mindset of people who are already where you want to be. Your environment programs your mind for either success or failure. You have to choose wisely. And here it is, the ultimate key to freedom. A business without systems is just a job that you own and can never leave. You have to build a machine that works without you. Automate your investing so it happens every single month no matter what. Create systems in your business so you can delegate tasks. The goal isn't just to make money. The goal is to build assets that make money while you're on vacation, while you're spending time with your family, while you're sleeping. That is the definition of financial freedom. Look, you made it all the way to the end of this for a reason. That feeling in your gut that brought you here, that's your future self calling you forward. The version of you who is financially free, who has options, who has peace of mind, they started with one decision, on one day, just like this. So let's make it official. Hit that subscribe button and join us on this journey. Give this video a like to help someone else find it. And I want you to declare it right now in the comments. I'm done being broke.
And don't forget that free template with this entire plan is waiting for you in the description. Your new story starts now. Let's build.